Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Todd Blackman, your Central Drummer, and today we are talking about drum sets. Well, no, not drum set. No, well, it kind of could be. No, we're talking about drumstick tips and all that. Which one should you use for which application and all that. So there's many tip sizes, but also there's many different types of tips. All right. Yeah, we're talking about the tip. All right. No, we're not talking about the tip jars and all that, or about every time you tip, Bruce Willis cries. Well, I don't know why Bruce Willis would cry, but anyway, we're talking about the tip. So there's like different tips and all that. It's like you got the nylon tip, you got the wooden tip, and you got the metal tip. So in these, I don't know what. Yeah, this is why I don't like Vic grip and all that, because when you put it in your stick bag, one, it gets in your stick, and also it gets on your drumsticks. And so that's what I don't like about Vic grip, but that's another video another time. But here's the thing with the tips and all that. So you have different sizes. So the different sizes are helpful for when you're using the ride cymbal. It's really good for the ride cymbal just because that's one of the key things is the cymbals. And so with different tips, it produces different sounds. Now, sometimes if you're a beginner, you cannot notice it, but when you keep playing and playing, you start to notice like the different stick sizes and tips, or the side of the beads, does make an impact on the sounds. And so it's very subtle, but it's very important for energy-wise. And so you want to know your tips, all right? You want to know the bead size and everything else. So with wooden tips, in my opinion, it's more natural and it's more organic sound. So one of my favorite drumsticks I love to use is the, oh, there it is the Modern Jazz Collection 2. It's from the Modern Jazz Collection series from Vic Firth, and I absolutely love these sticks because like I give this to my other drum friends, and they love this drumstick more than all the other Modern Jazz Collection ones. So there's this one, then there's like some other ones like, well, like the American Jazz series, or like the other ones like the Free or the One, all that jazz. And so I love these drumsticks and the beads. The most important thing is the tip and the bead, is because it's flat, and also yeah. Now here's the thing with this drumstick that I like more than others. The other ones are more round, and so you want your drumstick to be, here's the thing, you want your drumstick to be like a twig and all that. You want your drumstick to look like one of those let's see, what's a good example? So basically, you know what the Peter Erskine stick looks like. So basically, what you want that ride stick to look like is that you use it so many times and it looks like just a lethal weapon, alright? So if I find that stick, I could probably show you what I mean, but I'm having a hard time. So yeah, basically it almost looks like that the tip is worn out, and so you want it to look like that it's just the shaft. So that's the main goal with drumsticks and all that, is you want it to be that best as possible. Now some applications you want it to be round, very staccato, but when you have it like the tip elongated, then it'll be more legato. So sometimes you want that staccato sound, sometimes you want it to be something else. Now a good example of that would be the SD1 General, or the Snare Drum 1 General, where it's just a bead and all that. Now, nylon tips. Now, I asked some of my drummer friends and all that, why would they prefer nylon tips on certain situations over wooden tips? And so basically, sometimes they say it depends on the room, depends on what you want to do with your sounds. And so basically, nylon tips only produce a brighter sound and all that. Now, I don't like nylon tips because they don't feel that organic, but sometimes you get tricked and all that. For the longest time I liked Dragon Force, what's it, Dragon Force 5? I can't remember. No, that's Family Force 5. It's probably just Dragon Force. And so I liked their music the longest time, but I didn't realize that they were using nylon tip. The drummer was using nylon tip. I was like, oh my gosh, you fooled me, man. But sometimes you notice it, sometimes you don't. And so that's my opinion about nylon tips, is it produces a brighter sound. Now, here's something that not a lot of people talk about. Metal tips. Alright, so Vic Firth, I think Vic Firth is, forgive me if my stick is blue, okay? I don't like the Gavin Harrison Vic grip, okay? It's very sticky, and it messes up all your other sticks. And so, do I still have that stick in my bag? I hope not. Oh snap, I do. Yeah, I don't like that grip. Yeah, it messes up everything. But anyway, with the wooden, the metal tip and all that, it produces a much brighter sound. Now, here's my rule of thumb about metal tips. Do not do it on your ride cymbal and all that, or on other drums. Here is why. So basically the rule of metal is metal. Metal is heavy. And so basically with metal tips, you do not want metal and metal contact. Now some people might argue, but it's your drums, it's your cymbals, it's your money. So I'm telling you how to protect yourself, alright? It's always good to practice safe tips, okay? Practice safe tips, okay? So the rule of thumb is like no metal contact, because you'll damage it, you'll dent it, and these are not my drums, so it produces a much tingier sound and more metallic sound, because metal on metal, and this is metal. And so this is the Silver Bullet 5B, and so you get this at Vic Firth. I love these sticks for practice use, because I feel like there's a little bit more weight in the stick, and so that's what I like about the metal tips. Now, if it's not my drum set, I would use this, but if it's my drum set, I'm not going to use this. Oh my god, this is bad. But anyway, that's my thoughts about tips and all that, the differences between them and how to use them in certain situations. So tell me what y'all think. What are your thoughts about like wooden tips, nylon tips, and metal tips, or any hybrid tips there are? Because there's also other tips too, like soft tips, which are pretty kind of a little silly. It's just basically a mallet, basically a mallet. Or it's just basically a mallet. It's ridiculous, but you probably not want the more bulky stuff, and so I can understand that. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. Well, I think that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and in the meantime, have the best day ever.